Hey there, my name is Morgaine, and in this video tutorial I will be showing you how to create this octopus. This is my first ever video tutorial, so if you have any feedback it is very welcome. This octopus is quite easy and it's an amazing start for people wanting to try Amigurumi. I will be showing you some basic stuff, how to make your work look tighter, but I'm also assuming you have some basic skills already. I'm assuming you already know how to chain, how to single crochet, how to slip stitch, how to do a magic ring or an alternative to that, how to increase, how to decrease. To make your work look tighter, you stick your hook in your stitch and yarn under, so under the hook. Then pull it through, and also here you yarn under, so under the hook, and put it through, and that the whole way around. It's not that comfortable to crochet with, but it makes it look so much more tight, and it also creates those X's which people love to see in amigurumi work. So I'm doing it all the way around and I'm used to it now, but what you can also do is under and over, which sometimes is more comfortable, and that also creates the X's, but it is a little less tight. The materials in this tutorial will be yarn for a 3mm hook, a 2.5mm hook sized, because it makes your work look tighter if you use a thicker yarn than your yarn needle, a marker to mark your rows. I will be using safety eyes, but you can also use a dark yarn like black yarn to make the eyes if you don't have safety eyes. An embroidery needle, which is very nice to weave in your ends, and of course a scissors. Okay, let's start. We will start with making a magic loop. I'm doing it like this, pulling the yarn around my index finger from left to right. Put your hook under the first loop, then grab the second loop and grab the long end of your yarn. This creates the magic loop. Okay, we will be crocheting 6 single crochet on the magic loop. Pull the magic loop tight so you have the circle. We're gonna be starting on our next round with increases in all the stitches of this round. So start with the increase of the first mark your row. You now have 12 stitches on your row. Let's start with the next row. Next row is gonna be single crochet and then an increase. So single crochet, don't forget to mark your row, then an increase, and let's repeat that. you now have 18 stitches on a row. Next row we'll be doing 2 single crochet, so 1, 2, and then we'll be going into increase. So 1 single crochet, don't forget to mark your row, 2nd single crochet, and then increase. You should now have 24 stitches on your round, and we will be doing no increases this round until round 9. So a lot of rounds without increases or decreases. Alright, now I'm at row 9. We're gonna decrease from now on. We're gonna do 4 single crochet and then a decrease. So 1 single crochet, please don't forget to mark your row, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, 4 single crochet, and then a decrease. How I like to decrease is using the front loops of every stitch. So 1 front loop, and then the 2nd front loop, and then pull your yarn through and pull your yarn through. This makes it almost invisible, and I like that. So let's do it again. Now we're gonna do 3 single crochet and 1 decrease. So 1 single crochet, don't forget to mark your row, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and then decrease. And again. We're at the time that we're gonna make the eyes. You can either make them with black yarn, as I said, or with the safety eyes. We're gonna do that at under row 8, and we are gonna do 8 stitches apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Under row 8, I'm just gonna push my hook into it. So in between row 8 and 9, and then 8 stitches apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then we're gonna stuff the octopus. Okay, for round 12, we're gonna do decreases all around. So decreases in every stitch. Every stitch is gonna be part of a decrease. Because you have 16, you end up with 8. And now we can lose the stitch marker. Doesn't matter. You don't need it anymore. Okay. Let's start with the tentacles. to start one tentacle, we need to chain 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 15. Okay. Okay. Then we're gonna have 15 chained. We're gonna start with the second chain from the hook. So not the first one, but the second one. Put your hook in, pull the yarn through, and pull the yarn through the loop on your hook. And that's what we're gonna repeat 14 times. If you've done that, you're probably in this position. I recommend letting go of your yarn and pulling your octopus around like this, and then grabbing the yarn again. So you're like this. Then we're gonna slip stitch in the next stitch. So slip stitch in the next stitch. If you're having trouble with grabbing the stuffing, I'm gonna show you how to get rid of that, because you see there's a little bit of stuffing right here. If you just push the back of your crochet hook into it, it usually just gets away. Alright, then we're going to repeat the same process. So chain 15, slip stitch in every single stitch, in every single chain, and then slip stitch in the next stitch and start again. Alright, now I'm at the end of the 8th tentacle. I'm going to show you how to finish this. So you still see a stitch here coming from the first tentacle. So we're gonna slip stitch into that stitch and leave a long end. Okay, now we have the long end. We grab the embroidery needle and of course put it through the eye. Okay, and I'm gonna slowly show this to you. There are loops here, which we're gonna use to make like the mouth of the octopus. I will be showing you the finished one, so you can see what it is supposed to look like. So that's what we're trying to create. And if you look closely to your work, you will see these loops, which make part of that mouth. To start with, we're gonna pull through this loop. So we pull the slip stitch you just made tight, and then we're gonna start pulling the embroidery needle through all the loops. So that's the start of the mouth. I hope you can see this correctly. And then, yeah, those loops is what you need. Okay, and to make it a little bit more tight, I'm once again going through the first two loops I just went through. Oh, the tentacles are wanting to go with me. Like that. So then we have a mouth. To close this off, I like to just go into the octopus and end up somewhere up here and pull the embroidery needle through. So it's beautifully tight here. And I like to, like, you have those crosses of your single crochet. I like to, from one corner to the other, push the needle into that again. So you just emphasize one of the crosses and you don't really see this. And then you can cut off the yarn here. And then your octopus is done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it made sense to you. Please let me know if anything is confusing. And I will be making the pattern itself available in the description. And I will be linking all the explaining videos of the basic skills you need for this octopus below. Yeah, let me know if you like this tutorial. I would really love that. And if there's anything confusing about it, I will answer in the comments. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your octopus.